Hello and welcome back to another episode of Beer Reactions, where we're going to be reacting to some beer. I'm Jono.
And I'm Paul. And of course, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and that way you won't miss any of our videos in future.
Indeed. Brilliant. So, Paul.
Ah.
It's a surprise for me this week.
What have we got? Yes, okay, so why don't we just unveil the ale, shall I?
Let's unveil the ale.
Hey, so what we've got today is Fierce Brewery's, what's it called? People Like Buns.
People like buns.
And who doesn't like buns?
Elephants like buns.
Princess Leia likes buns.
Does she?
She does.
Harrison Ford's buns.
Hair buns.
Indeed.
Indeed. So this is a really quite an interesting beer. It is sort of Fierce Brewery's take on an ale with cinnamon buns. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Is that going to be a bit festive-y then?
Well, maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know. Interestingly, I got this from one of our favourite supermarkets. Can I mention them?
Yes.
Aldi's.
Aldi.
They've got their Scottish Beer Festival on just now.
Fantastic.
Recommend if you're in Scotland that you go along and check out. They've got
some good beer. I've got some good beers. Other supermarkets are available.
They absolutely are. Fierce Brewery from Aberdeen. Look, I'm just going to tell you, they've got a really interesting history because they're almost entirely crowdfunded.
Right, okay.
And they're quite a new brewery as well, 2016, something like that.
Okay.
But I'm sure lots of people have seen them around. And of course, they always have their batch number on their beers, which is really interesting as well.
But we'll put a link in the description underneath, so if you want to check out the brewery, you know, we'll put a link in there so you can go and have a look if you're interested in that sort of thing.
We will.
Indeed.
So I'm not a big fan of flavoured beers normally, and I was looking at the ingredients to see how they have flavoured this beer, but they've said it's been made with lots of dried fruit and cinnamon bark. Right. So actually that kind of says to me that they're not using artificial flavours, which sometimes these beers have in them, and for me that's a bit of a turn off.
Yeah, it is,
so I'm quite interested to see whether this works for this beer or not.
Right then, let's give it a go. Shall we get pouring?
Let's get pouring. Okay. See if we've got a nice hiss ready.
Oh, now that we're pretty good.
Oh, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Right, Jono.
Nah, I don't know why. I was expecting it to be dark. I don't know, you know, like a
it's
like a dark ale or a stout.
Yeah, it's not a stout. It's an ale. So
I think it's probably the can has led me to believe. It's fooled me. It pulled the wool over my eyes.
There we go. It certainly looks very caramelly.
It's like a Demerara sugar. You know when you open up a pack of Demerara sugar?
Demerara sugar, quite possibly. I know that
it's quite hazy at the end. I wonder if that's can conditioned.
I know that as a brewer, Jono, you quite like a bit of Demerara sugar.
I do. Yeah.
Should we give this a whiff?
You can definitely smell. I get cinnamon from that as well. It's subtle, but it's there.
It does have a bit of a smell of artificial flavour for me.
Well, they've not put that in their ingredients, have they?
No.
But there is a sweetness there. There's that sugary sort of
maybe it's not artificial flavour actually. Maybe it's that sort of dried fruit smell.
Yeah.
It's almost like a kind of Christmas cake aroma.
Yeah. It is.
Should we get in there and give this a taste?
It's definitely cinnamon.
Do you know? I can really taste the kind of dried fruit, the raisins, the currants in there.
It's like you've had a mouthful of fruitcake and then a sip of beer.
It's not too bad. It doesn't have that kind of artificial flavour that I was worried about actually.
No. Yeah, there's a real fruitiness there, but it's vine fruit. Definitely that vine fruit's coming through. You're getting that sugariness, and there's definitely still maltiness, a little bit like Ovaltine coming through in that.
Now, it's 6.5%, right?
Yeah.
That's quite a strong beer.
It is.
No taste of alcohol from that.
Not
beer
really,
at all whatsoever.
No, it's very subtle, done really well.
Very subtle.
Now, as you say about could you drink a few of these sitting outside a pub on a sunny day?
doesn't pass that test, does it?
It's a dinner beer to me. This it's sort of one that you can have with a meal. I think it's a
pudding beer.
Yeah.
Pudding beer. Now, if you haven't watched one of our videos before, pudding beer is something I talk about from time to time. Saturday night, movie on, pudding beer. It's
just eating your tea.
A good choice. Just eating your tea, like a sweet stout.
It's like a digestive.
A digest. It's like having a digestive. A pudding beer. Do you know?
Nice.
One thing this beer's lacking a little bit is a little bit of body. It's a little bit thin for me.
I think I'd have liked a little bit of bitterness as well. Just to balance off the sweetness. It's a very sweet beer. You get the sweetness from the malt in there, you get the sweetness from the fruit. The cinnamon sort of fools you into thinking it's a sweet sort of flavour. So I think it just needs an edge of bitterness somewhere. But that is not a bad beer because of that. It's different, and it's certainly like a beer I've not had before. I don't remember trying anything.
It's quite unusual to have a beer like that that's not a stout.
Yeah.
I think that's probably why, as well as the can being black, which might fool you into thinking it's a stout. But cinnamon, fruit, it's so common nowadays to have stouts that are tiramisu stouts and chocolate orange stouts and things.
Even salted caramel stouts.
Even salted caramel stouts, I know.
Which I think would make you more thirsty.
Maybe that's what they want.
Indeed, then you'll have
thirsty people drink beer. So I mean, you might have one with your pudding as your pudding beer on a Saturday night. Do you think?
Yeah.
Would you?
I think so. Yeah.
I think so too.
But I won't be sinking several of these. Not at that strength.
No.
Not if you want to get up and turn telly over. So scores then. I think personally, it's not my favourite beer, but I don't dislike it. I'm going to give it 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm absolutely the same. Not my favourite beer. Don't dislike it. In some ways it's kind of surpassed my expectations because some of these flavoured beers have been really, really unpalatable. And if you're brave enough to check out our Christmas video from a couple of years ago,
2019,
oh my goodness, so the number of kind of Christmassy flavoured beers we had lined up
Indeed.
For that event was incredible. It was 10 beers in one go, and most of them were really quite poor, weren't they?
Yeah, they
so
were.
For me, I'm going to give that 6 out of 10 as well, I think.
Very good.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I think that's a nice one.
Well, thanks for watching, and remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel so that you can hear some more beer reactions chat. Brilliant.
Slange.
Cheers, Jono.
Cheers.